It's time for me to conquer the physical world.
Okay.
Monica, I want to become the ultimate fighting champion.
Hello, viewers. This is Jon Favreau, the Jon Favreau, and you are listening to the Patio Lanterns podcast with Kurt and Ryan.
Patio lanterns. Lanterns. Patio lanterns. PL podcast. The caveman. The Patio lanterns.
We're here, we're naked, and we've got a surprise guest for everyone coming on later.
Yeah,
What's
Mr.
that about, Randy?
Jon Favreau. You know, good friend of ours. Big fan of the show. What else you got?
The one and only Jon Favreau. Very talented.
Extremely talented. Extremely good looking.
You may have seen him on TV.
Producer, director. God, what else does he do?
Yeah, I mean, he's been on Friends. He's been a chef. He has been a chauffeur for Iron Man. He has produced or directed The Jungle Book. I think he's directing the upcoming Lion King live-action adaptation.
Yeah, wow. That's quite the portfolio.
I mean, this is. I mean, I thought we almost peaked with Paul Blart, but no, this is the real deal.
Paul Flart.
Oh,
Blart.
Oh yeah. Paul Blart.
We'll get the real Paul Blart on the show.
Why haven't we reached out to Kevin Smith yet and said, "Do you want to come on the podcast?"
That would have been such a good follow up against Paul Flart.
That's going on the list right now. I'm gonna write that down because I have not even
write
thought
that
about
down.
getting on Paul. I'm gonna add him to my list of potential guests here. Kevin. It is Kevin Smith, though, right? Paul Blart.
I believe so.
And then we kind of glazed over. I said that we're naked. I don't know if everyone heard that, but we're naked, both Randy and I. We're in the nude. We've got our headphones on, and
that's all I'm wearing is the headphones.
Exactly, same here. So I've turned the heat way up at my place.
I don't know. I'm sweating more than usual. Like I don't know. Something about the airflow is just maybe because I'm nervous having Jon Favreau on, but it's just a whole nother level here.
That's what I think. Like, I get the podcast jitters, but when we land a big guest like this, I really get them. And I think we kind of talked about this earlier today and earlier this week that once we found out that Jon Favreau was going to come on the show, we thought, you know how people say, like, when you're going up on stage and saying to picture everyone in their underwear?
Yeah.
Well, we kind of thought something like that, except not like that at all. And we decided that to kind of calm ourselves, we needed to strip down naked so that when we're discussing and we're going back and forth with this talented director, actor, producer, that we can kind of just forget about who he is.
For a little reminder, just
we're
to have
on
fun.
the same level now. Yeah, we're just having fun. So that we're naked. End of story. We're naked, and
this is gonna be the hottest episode of Patio Lanterns yet.
Oh, speaking of hot, do you agree that like what?
Huh? you got me hooked.
Okay.
Speaking of hot.
Well, speaking of hot, the hottest place you could possibly be at any time is a movie theater. Do you agree?
No.
Okay, well that's the wrong opinion.
No, that's I don't know why you.
It doesn't matter.
I'm under that impression.
What the temperature is outside. It doesn't matter what the temperature is in the rest of the building, in the bathroom. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. The hottest place on earth is the inside of a movie theater. I just sweat buckets. I get real hot and sweaty. I stick to the seat if I'm wearing shorts. Movie theater is first. Airplane is number 2. Probably maybe the surface of the sun is number 3. And then like a sauna or the oven or something. But movie theater by far is like the hottest place you can be. Like if there is an apocalyptic event or an ice age, and there was a movie theater still standing, it would be like the hottest place on Earth still, and in the galaxy. Because I mentioned the sun too.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I'm just going to go ahead and disagree with you there.
It's so hot.
Like I don't know. I always think
so
like,
hot.
Oh, it might
Maybe
even
I just
be
get
chilly
really
in
excited.
There. It might even be chilly in the movie theater. Like I don't know. That's what my mom always said. Like, oh, you got to make sure you bring a sweater in case it's chilly.
No, I always take layers off when I leave the car for that reason. I'm wearing like a parka in the winter when I go to a movie, and then I strip it all down to a tank top when I walk into the theater.
Man,
and I get my mom to pull around front with the car all warmed up so I can hop in after the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
But
interesting.
What
movie were you seeing? Does it depend on the movie, or just
I mean, some movies are hotter than others for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm just going generally.
Make it like a tropical movie, or
they might
like
do that.
The 4 dimensions that they're going for.
Yeah, exactly. 4D experience. They crank the heat up big time. Well, I saw the new Halloween movie.
Oh, okay. Are you sure you just were a little nervous?
That's kind of what made me
jittery?
think. Oh yeah, I was. I mean, I wanted to take off all my clothes because I was so anxious, but I couldn't because it was a public place. But yeah, it was good movie. Liked it. Spooky for sure. That Michael Myers, he's a little crazy.
He's a little rascal.
Yeah, he's a big rascal. He's a big strong guy. Like he'll choke you to death.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't say much. But he kills people. So that's the
yeah. There's that.
That's my synopsis on Halloween for everyone that's
movie
unaware
theater
of the movie.
Too hot. Michael Myers was scary. That's all you gotta know.
That's my weekend.
Yep. That's interesting. Speaking of hot, it was Halloween this weekend, and there was some sexy
I thought
costumes
Halloween was
out there.
The 31st.
Oh no, we cleared this up before. You dress up on this weekend. There are costume
the parties
and all that. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
So speaking of hot, I saw a controversial sexual figure. Saw a sexy Alexander Hamilton, which is one of the founding fathers, and she was with a sexy George Washington, which very arousing. Mm-hmm. Very interesting stuff.
You were aroused?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, they did it just right. The perfect amount of sexy, perfect amount of history. I don't know what to say.
These were women?
Yep, they were women.
Or men? Or both?
Oh, they're women dressed up as sexy Alexander Hamilton, sexy George Washington.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what we're coming to as a society.
So were you more aroused by like the sexy Alexander Hamilton or the woman dressed as a sexual historic figure?
Wait, you're trying to separate the... Yeah, there's a lot of confusing emotions going on there. You're like kind of like looking at her. You're like, oh, like
which part of the whole thing are you most...
like so she had like she has the wig on, which is interesting on top. Not very... No, I don't think I'm attracted to that part. And then below that, she just pretty much has like a bra on, and some like leggings or something.
That's like a staple in anyone's Halloween.
Yeah, that's the sexy part for sure. So you're
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, like, yeah, oh. But then, I don't know what to think. Gets you very confused and aroused at the same time. Halloween these
Jeez.
days, I tell you what. I
Um,
tell you what. What'd you do this weekend? Did you go out? Did you party?
I definitely did not party. I avoided Halloween as much as I could.
Oh.
Actually, I didn't totally not party, but I definitely avoided Halloween as much as I could.
You like
I
the
went
Grinch
to.
for Halloween here.
I'm the what?
You like the Grinch for Halloween.
Oh, speaking of the Grinch, I got just the thing for you. There's a new Grinch movie coming out.
Is there?
I mean, what the hell's that about? What is he going to do this time? Steal Christmas? Well, I have news for everyone. He already did that like 17 times before in all the other movies and books and TV
Plot
shows
twist.
and whatever. So, yeah, there's a new animated Grinch movie coming out.
Man, that's just a money
I'm not
grab.
going to see it.
No,
So-
absolutely not.
I mean,
Like, you gotta
it's not even-
space out these, like, remakes over, longer than they're doing that. I mean,
yeah,
when was the other Grinch movie out?
I don't know, like last Christmas.
Yeah. 2000, maybe?
I think so. Yeah, I think there's been a new one
Jesus,
every
that's
year.
18
basically.
years ago.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I won't stand for it. I mean, what more can you do with the Grinch?
That's right.
They're gonna do a whole Netflix TV series on the Grinch, like a dark teenage drama or something
He's
where
got so much
the
angst.
Grinch is in
My parents won't leave me
middle
fucking alone
school
here.
and
Lucy
he
Lou's looking
joins-
hot.
yeah, what?
And I
Lucy-
don't understand all these new emotions. That's the plot right there.
Okay, there it is.
All the kids
Uh,
in high school are going to be like 30 years old. It's a classic kind of TV series.
Yes,
You ever notice that? You ever see like the OC or whatever it is, and everyone's like 30 years old?
I think
like,
everyone's noticed that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's been
might be a little behind the eight
done
ball
to
here,
death
but,
by now, but I think,
okay.
but
All
almost everyone's like, people. Eventually, everyone just kind of gets used to it. So maybe we've all kind of adapted to. We've gotten used to seeing old people as teenagers, and now we think that's kind of normal. Especially as we grow older and out of the high school kind of realm. Like now, I don't know what a realistic high schooler looks like. I just assume it's like a 30-year-old dude with a beard.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
they're actually like they're like 4 feet tall, and they're like really, they're just
Awkward
babies.
as hell.
They're
Wearing
just-
shorts all year round. You know those kids? Remember those guys like wear shorts all year round, and they're like proud of it?
Yes.
Do you see
yes.
those people still?
Abby.
Avi Rex. Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen him in the wintertime for a while, so I don't know if he's still doing the.
Well, he said he
Year-round
wore. I
shorts
thought he
there.
said he switched to pants because people kept asking him about if he's cold and stuff. So he just got annoyed by it.
You
now he
cold
just kinda-
nerd?
Now he gets
Yeah.
all sweaty and hot, like if he was in a movie theater all the time, and just because he doesn't want people asking him questions like that anymore. So
It's funny. It's like I don't know if it's a comfort thing or it's like a weird point of pride. Like everyone has their little bit to make them
Yeah.
unique. Like he's the shorts year round guy. He wears shorts every day. But I don't know. I don't know, man.
what
Teenagers got a
about-
lot to figure out.
What are your thoughts on wearing the same outfit 2 days in a row?
It depends. It depends on if you're seeing the same people that next day or not.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
what it all
See,
comes down to.
I think like 2 or 3 weekends in a row, I've worn the same outfit on Saturday as I have on Sunday, and it's because I've got like this banging outfit going on Saturday,
Banging,
and I don't want to
yeah.
waste it. And B, it's like, I'm not going to see anybody, or I'm probably not going to see anybody I saw on Saturday on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I
You're
just
fine.
put on the same clothes and I look fly as hell, and I walk out there, and sure enough, it's all new faces to me. So I just look like I'm best dressed every single day, even though, joke's on you, I wore that outfit yesterday too. And that's assuming like I'm not doing really any physical act. I'm not getting all sweaty in these clothes and then kind of wearing
of
them
course
again or
not.
anything.
Yeah, that's a game
they're
changer.
relatively clean, but
Yeah, like I do that for sure for university classes. Like you have your Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday friends and your Monday, Thursday friends. And
Yeah.
then you don't see them, so you just wear the same shirt Monday, Tuesday, whatever. What are you gonna do about it?
so you do Monday. Do you match Monday with Wednesday and Tuesday with Thursday,
Yeah, you got it.
something like that.
Hmm
Yeah, that's
just one step closer to getting a cartoon closet, which is the ultimate don't give a shit look.
Yeah, you're well on your way. You're well on your way.
It's good.
Do we want to cut to John? Is John ready for us?
Is
Or-
John ready for us?
have
One
no
more thing I
idea.
wanted to say.
Okay.
I always get people asking me, Ryan, Randy, how many listens do you guys get an episode? Like, how you guys doing? Like, what's the trend going like here?
Yeah.
So we had a big milestone from the last 2 episodes.
Huge.
We got over 1,000 plays / downloads, which is brilliant. So, that averages just over 50 downloads, plays an episode, which is
Wow.
great. Yeah.
Unbelievable, guys.
Always peaking, guys. Incredible.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
We're almost as big as John. So,
I'd say so. Mm-hmm.
maybe we should just bring him on and
Well, let's bring him on here. Let's
see
get
what
that guy
happens.
on here.
Okay, we're cutting out just for a sec. Though we're gonna have
Hold on tight.
Jon Favreau on for the naked interview.
Ooh.
Naked.
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 Naked. Naked. Naked. Naked.
Naked.
Hello, we are back. We have the one and only Jon Favreau with us now. John, we're ass naked, and we're wondering how you're doing over there in Berlin. Is it?
Yeah, Edinburgh actually, but the good thing is I'm also ass naked over here. So
Oh, wow. We didn't even give you the heads up.
What a
about
pleasant
that before.
surprise! Yeah. Yes, we're actually calling this the naked interview, John. So, fortunately for you, you get to be our first kind of guest on this kind of setup. So, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule
It
to
means a
join
lot
us on the
to
podcast.
join
here.
us. We know you're doing a lot of stuff over in Ireland over there, so it's great that you can get the time to be on here.
yeah, over here in the Windy City. No, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on, boys.
Yeah.
We had a-
update. I'm now wearing a sock.
Oh,
I'm not gonna tell you where.
Oh,
just the one.
could you tell us
Just
what
the
color
one
of sock it is?
It is a gray sock.
Oh,
It's a wool sock.
ooh,
Even. Yeah.
Is
Interesting.
Getting
it
frisky.
one of those full ones, full length socks, or is it like
It's a
a
full
knee high
length
sock,
all
or
right.
is it
mid calf sock?
calf kind of
Yeah.
sock,
Mhm.
kind of like a bowling sock?
Yeah, it has like the red stripes on top.
Oh, a
Yeah.
little bit of color in there, aggressive too,
Very
intimidating.
aggressive. Anyways, enough gab.
We had a scare there. Hey, Randy, we had
did have a
scheduled
scare.
in John here, but he's overseas, and daylight savings time almost really hurt us again badly. What
Yeah.
happened there, Randy?
I don't even know what to say. We scheduled the interview so that we could record at 10 p.m. PST, and that Mr. Favreau could record, 6 a.m. wherever he is, and
wherever the hell that is.
whoever the hell that is. But it turns out his body is in sync with the patio, and he just happened to wake up. I mean, God, that's incredible.
Yeah, it worked out. I'm glad. I'm glad it worked out. This is a dream come true. I was about to say, Randy, you're describing your sock, and I'm wearing socks that match that description. So everything is just it's coming in line today.
Oh, we're all synced up, are we?
John, I can't state enough how excited we are to have you on. We haven't had a guest
we love it.
this large since Paul Flart there a few episodes ago. Ever since I saw you for the first time, I've been a big fan. So just a big all around fan, and just happy to have you on here tonight and this morning.
Yeah. Well, again, it's great to be on, guys.
Yeah, this is great. Hey, it's Halloween weekend over here. Do they celebrate Halloween where you are?
They do, yes. Unfortunately, though, this year I did not dress up for Halloween.
Disappointing.
It did not happen. I know, very disappointing. I had a plan to with a buddy of mine over here, Josh, who's from Canada, also an Ontario boy, Randy, who lived out in BC for a bit. We were planning on going.
Josh. Oh, you mean
Josh?
Josh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. His name's Josh, my buddy. We were planning on going. We were planning on going as. Do you guys watch Stranger Things?
I've seen it once or twice.
Okay, we were planning on going as. I was planning on going as Steve Harrington, who was kind of the I guess the douchebag in season 1, but then turned into like a kind of a good guy in season 2.
Yeah, great hair.
Great hair, phenomenal hair. Good lettuce on him.
Yep.
And my buddy Josh was going to go as the new douchebag in season 2, Billy.
Yeah.
But alas, the plans fell through, and
Hey, what can you do?
What can you do?
Wow, Jon Favreau is Steve Harrington on Stranger Things. Imagine that right now.
I can see it, yeah.
That's crazy. John, you must get tired of dressing up all the time. I'm thinking that's maybe part of the reason you pulled out.
Yeah. I think the pressures of Hollywood have finally gotten to me, and I just want to be, a normal.
You just want to be John.
Yeah,
I just want to be John in whatever city in Europe.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that brings me to a listener question here from former co-host Jeff Kitson. He wants to know, what age do you stop trick-or-treating? We'd love to hear your answer to the question.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually talking to somebody about that the other day. Mm-hmm. I think I stopped trick-or-treating at, I think it was grade.
Back in the day.
Grade.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, damn.
7?
Okay.
Grade 7 or 8, which apparently is quite late.
So
that's like
right
12
now,
13 years
12,
old.
13. Okay.
What?
Interesting.
Well, how about you boys? When did you stop?
I think it was like grade 8 or 9 for me, and I think that was at our school normal. Was early or normal.
Yeah, I was gonna say my verdict.
Like we were cool. We were the cool kids for sure.
Well, I can only imagine.
My verdict is you stop trick or treating when there are high school parties or when there are like actual parties to go to. But if those parties aren't available, like I don't know, there weren't like high school parties when we were 13. That just seems.
There were like bush parties, like little bush parties.
Yeah, but those are for the older kids,
Yeah, they were. I get intimidated just thinking about
it. What was your last Halloween? What was your costume?
In grade 8, Randy, it must have been grade 8 or 9, but we went as Beavis and Butthead.
That was grade 10.
But that wasn't trick or treating though. To be fair, that was just to an event.
That's true.
That was just to an event. Yeah, but 12 or 13.
Okay, and then that's the hot take, eh?
That was yeah.
Okay, interesting. I think the last time we went trick or treating, me and you were ghosts with ties, I believe, Kurt.
Yes, and I think that might have been in grade 7 or something.
Grade 8.
Really? You think that was in
13, 14? Yeah.
Okay. Ghost with ties. Was that the costume, or was it like you were like fancy scary or something?
Oh, that was the costume. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of the peak of our creativity.
That's where we topped out.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it quite a bit. I can't even remember what costume I had, but I think the best Halloween costume I ever wore was in 4th year university, and it was during the time it was right around the time of the Canadian election,
like 1980 something.
1980. No, it was 2016.
Okay. So you did like
recently.
Yeah, you kind of did some continuing studies.
Right, exactly. It was more of I guess just some extra courses.
I always think that you gotta never stop learning. It's always important.
Yeah, you gotta.
know,
You got,
I love to see that. I aspire
Yeah.
to be more like you when I'm
right.
at that age.
Exactly. Yeah, and then I just wanted to for whatever reason I just wanted to do them at Carleton University, this random university in
Oh, okay.
Ottawa, Ontario,
That's
Canada.
cool.
I just sort of picked a university out of a hat, and that was the one that came. Anyways,
Yeah, why not?
yeah, why not? Exactly. Yeah, me and my buddy. It was around the time of the Canadian election, and my buddy, who at the time was basically working for the Conservative Party, and myself as kind of a more liberal to left wing guy. I dressed up as Justin Trudeau, so put on a suit, red tie, and then got some like crazy wig. And he dressed up as Stephen Harper, and he dyed his hair gray, and wore the glasses, and we rolled up to the bar as a couple's costume, and for all our friends who sort of knew us, and we would every once in a while get into like these heated political debates. It was a fitting costume.
That's great.
We didn't win the prize at the bar though, which disappointed me, and has forever, I guess, made me lose faith in the judging process.
Humanity.
Humanity and those bar Halloween costume contests.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Anyways, yeah.
Do you remember who won?
I think. No, I don't remember who won. Whoever won, their costume wasn't.
I think if you went as sexy Justin Trudeau and sexy Stephen Harper, you might have had more of an edge. But that's for next time.
That is for next time.
Mm-hmm.
There is always next year. That's what I've been telling people. I'm like,
right.
no, I didn't do Halloween this year, but there's always next year.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
John, I just had a personal question of mine. What is your favorite Jon Favreau movie? That could be, I mean, there's so many. Or it could be a TV show, some TV stints. I know there's Friends.
Right, yes.
But also lots of movies, the Iron Man series and Jungle Book. It was great.
Elf.
What else is there? Elf. I mean, geez, Louise. What would be your favorite? Maybe. Frig, there's a lot. Just looking at this catalog here.
I have to say a favorite work of mine. I'd have to go with Swingers.
Swingers.
The hell is Swingers?
You know, John, I'm embarrassed to say that's like the one movie I have not seen.
John,
and I've heard.
I've never seen Swingers.
No,
I've been meaning to watch it eventually.
Swingers.
I have been meaning to see it, and I've been just too busy with the podcast, with keeping Randy on track there in Vancouver.
It's a lot of work.
So I just haven't gotten around to it, but I'll definitely put it on my must-watch list.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Swingers with my good pal Vince. Your money, baby, is a famous line from that movie.
Okay.
So just remember that one when you're watching it.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool.
And I try to anytime I get down in the dumps, I just think of Vince Vaughn's character in that movie grabbing me and just saying, "Your money, baby."
Very cool. Also, John, I'm not sure if you were because you just woke up over in London here, but
Yes.
you've also been called
Actually,
out.
it's Warsaw.
In Warsaw. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah.
You've also been called out to join the hashtag Cheesing for Tolerance movement. Have you seen that?
I noticed that notification on my Instagram. Mind you, that's my personal Instagram, not my Hollywood Instagram, which has way
Studio
more
account.
followers. Yeah, exactly. I noticed that. Yes.
Very great.
I've been called
Are you
out.
affected? Are you afflicted by lactose intolerance, or do you know anyone?
I am not personally afflicted by lactose intolerance, but I do know some people. A former roommate of mine, actually, Fergus, has pretty bad.
Oh wow!
It's pretty bad lactose intolerance.
Huh.
And yet still eats cheese quite frequently and drinks milk.
Yeah. That's so proud of him. Just got to keep on soldiering through.
Exactly. So, okay, I've been called out. So that means I need to essentially eat a bunch of cheese.
You eat a bunch of cheese.
That's right, Jon
30
Favreau.
seconds,
30
is
seconds.
it?
Yeah, I think we lowered the amount to 100 grams of cheese in 30 seconds.
What was it when I did it?
I think it was 150 grams for Kurt, but yeah, it's a bit.
And I
a bit
never
much.
got close.
Former guest of the show, Jake Carey, he pretty much got it
Oh,
all
did he?
down there.
He got the whole block in his mouth.
Well,
Yeah. It only took him, like a month to do that.
I was,
but, I'm hoping that we're gonna pick up from here.
You know what? I was listening to the podcast the other day, and you were talking about how Jake and I think it was Kent kind of gave you guys the snub, but I'm glad. Well, I'm glad Jake stepped up.
Oh, it was Morgan.
Oh, it was Morgan. Sorry,
Mo.
Jake and Mo, Sergeant Stir.
That's right.
Yeah, well, as we know,
Jake finally pulled through.
Well, as we know, Jake's an absolute unit, so I'm sure he had no problem just dusting back a bunch of cheese.
Guy just mucked that cheese.
Oh, of course he did. I'll have to watch the
Jeez,
video.
John, how often do you listen to the podcast? I had no idea.
I'd say I'd listen to it pretty frequently. It's on my it's on my favorited podcast, so it just pops up on my iPhone.
Excellent.
When you guys release.
We just dropped a big whammo, big news that we hit like 10,000 listens or 1,000 listens or something, Randy?
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah.
1,000.
1,000. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it sounds like you were a good big part of that. So thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Toss in a couple listens.
How do you think we're going to break into the market over in Eastern Europe? Any idea about that?
Eastern Europe. Well, it's actually Southern Europe.
Okay.
That's a great question. I would say they love anything to do with soccer or football chat.
Okay. Very good.
So if you guys
like, they want us to play soccer while we podcast, is that what they want?
Well, I was gonna say talk about soccer, but you know what? If you played soccer and podcast at the same time, I think that would be a little more unique. So maybe actually, Randy, you might have the $1 million idea right there.
I think so. Just always out of breath.
I actually have
just kicked in.
I actually have a kind of a good story. A story about the podcast.
Yeah, great.
Flying over here. 2 stories almost.
Oh.
So
great.
Perfect. So first story is more like I guess just sort of a nice sentiment towards the podcast. So on my flight over. I don't know if you guys have ever been on Air Canada Rouge.
Don't think so. I never heard of it.
No, I haven't actually.
So basically, Air Canada Rouge is a flight service they offer but it's a flight service they offer without the TVs on the plane. And it was about a 7-hour flight, but the idea is that if you have a device, you can connect to their system and use that to watch movies and TV and whatever, but it never works, apparently, or at least it didn't work on my flight. And it was kind of a 7-hour flight in the middle of the night, our time, and the two women beside me just would not stop talking. So sleeping was real chatty Cathys. Chatty Cathys actually is an understatement. So sleeping was not an option. So I just sort of I fired on my iPod for a bit, but after a while, music sort of got boring, and then I was just sort of like scrolling through my phone, and I had noticed that on my podcast app that I think it was new episode or two of Patio Lanterns was on there, just miraculously.
Oh, yeah.
So I
just in time every time.
Just in time every time, and so I fired you boys on, and you got me through my flight.
Oh, great. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
And that's
That is
must have
good
been
to
a long
hear,
flight.
right? We're a
across
little
the Atlantic.
hesitant to jump out those long, hour-long episodes, but we're glad maybe these lengthy episodes can help some more people that are flying over
Yeah, some
to
desperate travelers
Germany.
out
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. And then the second story about the podcast was, I think it was I was listening to the Rockabye Randy episode.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, folks.
Recent.
Hmm.
And it was around, I think, so
Did the
I'm back
lullaby
into it.
put you to sleep?
So it was around the time I was listening to the podcast around the time of when I tend to have my afternoon nap
Oh.
/ siesta. And Kurt, no word of a lie. Yes, I did fall asleep to
His soothing
to
voice.
your lullaby,
Wow.
your soothing
yeah.
voice.
That's incredible.
But then I was awoken by Randy singing on the final note, that high note you hit, and I basically just woke up in jumped out of my bed in a cold sweat because I'm like, what the? And then I realized I'd fallen asleep to the podcast, and you guys were just being goofs.
Probably just like the worst way to wake up
singing.
and just hear this sarcasm coming through the speakers.
I literally jumped out of bed in a cold sweat.
Yeah, I remember we did that, and Randy's like, "Oh God, that's gonna be so annoying." And
But we kept it
But
anyway.
yeah,
Oh, man.
that's awesome. Glad the lullaby helped you, and many others too.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Hmm. That is very cool.
Oh.
That is very cool. Well, Kurt, you got anything for him here?
Well, do you want to jump into the thing, or do you?
We could do
'cause
the thing.
Okay, John, do you remember we did an episode with a friend of the podcast, Sergeant Sturrock?
Yes.
And within
I
that
think I listened to that
episode, we played a little thing called Mad Libs.
Ooh.
Do you know what Mad Libs are?
Ooh. Remind me.
So basically, I'll ask you for some adjectives and nouns and numbers and stuff, and you'll give me some info, and then I'll plug it all in, and it will make a beautiful story with whatever words you kind of shout out to me as fill in the blank type dealio.
Dealios.
Fill in the blank. And does it have to be an adjective or a noun, or is it just like anything?
We'll tell you.
I'll ask you specifically. So basically what I'm wondering, since it's Halloween, I wanted to do something a little spooky, and so I have either one titled Abducted by Aliens or another one called Serial Killer. And I'm wondering, what do you guys think we should do?
Abducted by aliens or serial killer?
Randy?
Tough choice.
It is a tough choice.
I'm looking
It's
at
John's go here. I think we have to.
Let's go with abducted by aliens.
Okay, so we're gonna do serial killer. Because
damn it, I knew that.
it looks like I just have a better feeling about it. I'm looking at the
I was
at
going
the
to say
layout.
serial killer the whole time.
It gives me
all
the
right.
how many, like, it shows all the blanks that you need to fill in, and it just looks better so far. So I don't actually know what the story is though. So there's about 15 or so blanks that I'm going to ask you for. So I just need you. Hopefully, what was Mo getting wrong? He was saying that
I think we're getting adverbs mixed up.
did he
so,
say like a chair was an adverb or something like that?
Something ridiculous. Yeah.
Well,
So
fortunately,
we're
we
here to
don't have
help.
any adverbs in this one, so that's good.
Is it just adjectives and nouns?
No, there's a bit more to it,
Oh,
but there's
there's
no
verbs.
adverbs in
Okay.
this one.
Okay, sounds good.
There's no verbs at all in this one, it looks like,
really?
actually. So we'll see how this turns out.
Oh.
So basically, yeah,
Interesting.
you just, it can be anything, John, that you think will make an interesting story at the end.
You're
so,
the creative one here, so just
okay.
the first words
just
that come
let
to your
loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
mind. Don't
Sounds
even
good.
think.
first one-
Just throw it out. Just throw it out.
Just okay.
So we got adjective.
Adjective. Okay. Just an adjective.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet. Another adjective.
Ooh. Technical.
Ooh, wow. A number.
13.
Oh.
That's a good number.
Famous person.
Barbara Streisand.
Interesting choice, Jon Favreau.
I thought for sure you were going to go a different direction with that.
Yeah, interesting choice.
Noun, plural.
Noun, plural.
Person, place, or things.
Person, place,
Yes.
Things.
Places, things.
Kentucky.
It needs to be plural.
Yeah,
so
then you might miss the
that's
plural
why.
part there. Kentucky's.
Sorry, I've been in Hollywood for so
Yeah,
long.
no, that's okay. That's okay. Take your time.
Plural noun.
Yes.
I hear you madly typing away there.
Yeah, you're trying to plural now.
We can hear you.
The plural is usually.
What is plural?
Cats.
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 Okay,
There you go.
a body part.
Body parts. Foot.
What? A noun, singular.
A noun, singular. Flower.
Flowers. Okay. I don't know what it's asking. It says just serial killer, so I'm thinking it needs a name.
So just any
I
name.
think just any name you want.
Jake Carey.
Jake
Ooh,
Carey.
former guest of the show, Jake Carey.
Yes.
All right.
Yikes. Body part, plural.
Body part, plural. Nose.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
one.
get the plural.
Oh,
plural
right,
part.
right. Noses.
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 Okay. Adjective.
Adjective.
Not plural.
Not plural. Agreeable.
Agreeable. Okay. Another adjective.
Another adjective. Eager.
You say eager?
Eager, yes.
A noun, singular.
A noun, singular. Car.
Car. Cool. A number.
Number 26.
26. Double 13.
Wow, yeah.
A noun, singular.
A noun, singular. Oh boy, tree.
Tree.
Okay,
Cool. It's like a flower, but it's
Yeah.
it's bigger.
but like,
It's a
what?
big it's a bigger form of flower.
Last one. Another number.
Another number. I'll go with 1.
Wow. Okay. It's time to go mad.
all right, let's hear this bad boy.
Okay. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
This one is called Serial Killer, written by this website as well as Jon Favreau here, so you know it's going to be good. Robert Forrester was a sweet man. He was always a technical type of man. He never hurt anyone until 13 years ago.
Oh God.
He was even the one who killed Barbara Streisand. He used different things to murder people with. Even cats. The cat killer. He once even shoved a man's foot into a flower. He was inspired by Jake Carey. Jesus, that's not a good look for Jake. He took
Randy,
souvenirs.
that's a bad look for you.
Bad luck for me. Oh yeah, guys sleeping over there, and I'm just naked in my room podcasting.
He took souvenirs from his victims, such as noses. That's sick. He was then caught by an agreeable policeman, because of the eager smell coming from his car. He had over 26 bodies in his tree. He was sent to prison for 1 life terms. So
That's not that many life terms. You know, out of all the life terms you could have chosen, that is.
you chose one for this perverted.
It's probably because
pedestrian.
there was such a agreeable police officer that arrested.
Yeah, the guy was very agreeable.
I think the most interesting and again concerning part of this story for Randy is that this was all inspired by Jake.
That is very.
That's how it all began.
Jake. I used to live with Jake Kurt right before Randy did, and he always said he had lacrosse to go to, but maybe he was just out murdering people.
Yeah, he always takes his this huge bag.
He always
with him.
takes his gym bag with.
Yeah, wherever he goes.
I noticed that too.
What? Like
When I
So
Huh?
The gym's
So lacrosse
out.
is a very yeah, exactly. So lacrosse, I think, is a likely story. It's a good cover up. So
Yeah. He
We're,
always comes
uh,
back like
we-
sweaty, a little bit of blood on him. Like, how you been? Oh, just at lacrosse. Yeah.
Lacrosse
so-
and
Just lacrosse. You know me, huh? Yeah,
well, Jake, if you're listening, we've got our eyes on you, buddy.
we're watching you.
We're watching you. The jig's up. Well, that was good. Apologies that I don't know the difference between a plural.
That's
and a
okay, Jon
singular noun.
Favreau. That's why you went back to school for a bit.
But it didn't work.
Continual
though.
learner. Yeah.
So we
Always.
can blame that. We can blame that one on Carleton University. It's their fault. I'm this poor grammar.
You're great. We're just happy to have you here, man. Great stuff. We're going. Is it your first international guest? Did you know that? Or no, sorry. First, like, not North American guest. We did have D. Paul Flart on from Florida.
Right. That's
but
true.
This is a whole nother thing, breaking
Yes.
over to the European side of things.
Yeah, I guess I did know that. I didn't, or maybe
Yeah, I did.
maybe I did. Did I know that? Sure, I didn't. I don't think I thought
Sure.
about it, but sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
cool.
boys. Well, I have. If we've got time.
Oh, if it's all
I've-
depending on how much time you got here.
Oh, okay. Well,
how much
I've got
time
it.
do you? I mean, we'd
I-
love to have you
it's-
on all day, all night.
We can just keep
It's
on.
it's 5:42 in the morning, but you know what? I'm good to go for a bit. I was just going to ask you boys, would you rather?
Oh, yes. Well, I
Question.
love this. All right.
I love these.
This is what I
Now
look for.
I've got two would you rather's. One is more a PG kind of
Okay.
discussion, like something that will probably generate a fair discussion, and the other one's quite disgusting.
Okay. We'll start
So,
with the PG
which-
one.
Start with the PG one. All right,
Gotta
so
build up to it.
build up to it. So, would you rather be able to speak every language on Earth, every human language,
Oh, okay.
or be able to communicate with any animal on Earth?
Oh.
So for me, it's pretty clear. Any animal on Earth. I think that'd be
Okay.
so much cooler. I mean, we're just one species here. Like, I've had enough just talking to you guys.
Oh God.
Here
Here we go.
I don't want to talk to every Tom, Dick, and Harry around the world. I can
Right,
just
yeah.
go outside my front door and talk to them, but I can't converse with animals. So I think it'd just be cool. Just you're gonna go say hi to Mr. Turtle over there. Where the crow's up to. I think that'd be a lot more interesting than talking
Okay.
to Thumbelina down.
No. That's the
What?
wrong
No.
answer.
Oh.
Is
I
that
don't
the wrong
even
answer,
like
Kurt?
talking to people, but it's obviously talking or speaking any language in the
Oh,
world.
my
That's an invaluable skill that would be amazing, so useful. I mean, talking to animals, people just think you're some goat fucker or something. They're talking to every language. You could go anywhere, talk to anyone. If you want to be a successful businessman, sure. If you want to be pick up some women, sure. If you want to get some Chinese
no.
food in China, sure. Anything you want, you can. You're just a legend. That's just very useful. Talking
Yeah,
to
but, like-
animals. What the hell's the point of that?
Because you're the only person in the world that can do that.
So that's awesome.
So yeah.
Wait,
like,
who, me or
no,
you?
you're the only person in the world
Talking
that can talk to animals.
Yeah, people will think you're a
That's
freak.
so much more. That's so much more valuable to the human race than
People will probably
someone who can talk
dissect
20
you.
different languages. You're gonna dissect
Well-
me because I'm talking to animals.
Yeah,
You get all your multilingual friends
They
over
didn't-
and dissect me.
yeah. Well, not
Oh,
me,
I'll
but
get
like
my
scientists or the
Animal
government.
bodyguards because we're friends now.
There'll be an episode of X Files or something. The government's gonna come pick
No
you
way,
up.
man. I was
Well,
like, I'll be
what-
living out in the boons. I'll have like all my friends that are animals and just hang.
Doesn't mean they're gonna like you if you can talk to
They're
them.
gonna
They'll
like me,
probably-
Kurt, all right?
your-
Doesn't mean your
rants
multilingual,
about
doesn't mean your
straws and turn on.
multilingual friends are gonna like you. They probably think you're an asshole over Timbuktu, you know.
Well, boys, I'm glad this would you rather sparked such a heated exchange between you two.
Yeah, that was good.
What's the tiebreaker? What do you think?
What do I think? Well, I think so. There's two arguments to be made here, and I think you've both made them, especially Kurt with his arguments. Yeah, I think it's practically the answer is speak every language. But I think if you're going with your heart, like I will in this situation, Randy,
Yes.
you're talking to the animals, just because. How cool would that be? A.
So cool.
But B, I like to think if you can converse with animals, or at least animals that are intelligent enough, maybe then you can, like, I don't know, get them to do cool things. Like if you could talk to an orca whale,
Like lick peanut butter off areas.
yeah, well, definitely that. But if you, I was gonna say, Kurt,
Just fucking do it, man.
Just every animal in the world.
Don't be weird about it. Don't be weird.
don't be weird.
All your friends are pressuring you into it.
Well,
Dude,
well,
go talk to that turtle.
Well, I was gonna say, ride like an orca whale or something,
Okay.
but I think getting an animal like peanut butter off of you is probably more.
Yeah, I guess there's no guarantee these animals are gonna want to do these things, like Kurt mentioned.
That's true too, and but
it'd be half the fun trying,
It would be fun trying.
It would
And
be.
hey, I mean, Randy, you're a likable guy, so I figure
Hey, thanks, man.
you'd be able to make friends with at least one animal.
I'd like to think so too. Yeah, and like even dogs, like just how cool would it be to talk to like your dog?
That's true too.
Or your pet hamster, whatever it might be.
Do you think they're gonna be able to hold an intelligent conversation?
Well, that's what's kind of comes down to. Like,
I mean, what are you gonna ask them?
You can
What are you
speak at the
gonna ask
level
them?
of the.
Who's a good
animal.
boy?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
exactly what.
Ask him what he
That's
was
the
doing
only
today,
question you need
what-
to ask him.
Yeah, I'll have a podcast with him.
There you go.
Well, I'm gonna go and use my newfound skill to really get all the South Koreans on here and really blast off into the top of Instagram and the top of Apple Podcasts with our newfound fame.
All right, we'll go in
Right.
separate directions. We'll get some dogs on the show. We'll get some South Koreans on the show, and
Yeah.
if we have like Pumpkin the raccoon there, he has his whole.
Oh
he's a
yeah,
big-
I know. I really
Yeah.
wanted Pumpkin the raccoon. He'd be a
Pumpkin
good one.
raccoon. We couldn't get Pumpkin the raccoon, but we could get Jon Favreau on. I mean, it's
No,
weird.
It's
a weird world out there.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I don't want to say the next best thing, but within the same ballpark.
Like a ballpark range, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that was okay. So that was like the nice PG. Would you rather?
Mhm.
Now we're gonna get dirt. So, would you rather eat a brownie that tastes like shit, or
So you're eating? Just to clarify, you're just eating shit, but it looks like brownie.
or are you going to
No.
eat a shit that tastes like the best brownie you've ever had?
Okay.
Okay, all right. So just the appearances have been swapped, pretty much.
Yes. So yeah.
No,
It's-
because all the nutrients are the same. Like you're still eating shit. It just tastes like a delicious
okay,
brownie.
so the nutrients are still there. Okay, so the
Yeah.
shit's shit. It just tastes
It's well, yeah. Sorry. So you're
Is shit
eating.
more nutrient than a brownie? Do you think?
good.
That's a
Depends
good
what nutrients
question.
you're looking for here.
Like I don't know. Would it be healthier
not
to
the
eat
nutrients you
a
want?
pile of?
Definitely not
Okay.
the nutrients you want. Yeah, that's a
Well,
stuff
same
you
with the
buy.
brownie. Usually,
Yeah, a little bit of cocoa never hurt anyone.
I guess
Yeah,
a
that's
little bit of poo poo never hurt anyone either. I don't think.
Oh,
But
sure it did. Yeah, you get the
So it's basically
E. coli's.
you're eating a bad brownie or a shit that tastes like the best brownie.
fuck.
How much do I have to eat? Is the other thing. Like, what's the quantity?
Oh, I'd say you're eating the whole thing. it's not a huge brownie, but it's like, you know, your standard size.
So the poops and brownies can be varying size here.
I
but
think
they're
I'm
the
going
same
with.
size.
Yes. Well, oh yeah, obviously, and then
Okay.
then they're both the same size, both the same quality.
Okay, very
I think I'll eat the brownie that tastes like shit.
Okay.
You're gonna eat the brownie that tastes like shit. Fuck the. I don't know. It's just like just thinking about the texture of eating like literal shit. But then it would taste alright. Fuck.
Yeah, what if you get really really
What if I like
addicted
it?
to it? It tastes so good, and you just want some more, and then one thing
And then-
leads to another. And
Yeah, I don't think I'd want the taste of shit in my mouth. So
and everyone's watching
I'm just
you
gonna
eat
do
this
it.
disgusting.
Hey, no one said that everyone's watching. I'm just
Well,
gonna eat
let's
the.
assume
I'm gonna eat
there's
the
an
poop
audience
that tastes
for-
like brownie.
fun.
Yeah, I'm eating the poop that tastes like brownie.
Okay,
You're eating the poo that tastes like brownie.
Yeah.
I'll eat the brownie that tastes like poo.
Yeah. So I'll be the tiebreak here. I'm with Kurt 100%.
Oh, my.
Wow,
100%
Jeez, we've
because
been really divided over
Yeah.
both of these.
Thank God you're here, John. I'm just.
yeah. Well, hey, I sided with you on the first one, Randy. So it's only fair I side with Kurt on this one. Yeah. So I think about when I came across this would you rather, what came to mind was how my body would react to either thing, and I feel even though if you're eating the piece of shit and it tastes like, and even though it tastes good, I feel like it'd be kind of like giving yourself food poisoning.
Yeah.
Right? You're eating something, you're not aware that it's bad for you, but when it actually hits your system, like I can only imagine eating shit is not, your body's not going it's not going to deal well with that. So that's kind of my that's I guess that's the silver lining in all of it is.
Yeah, but like I don't know, could you
yeah.
actually like swallow it if it tasted like literal shit?
But
I
you
don't
know,
know.
it's
I don't
not.
think you
It's
could like force yourself to do it.
it's not an easy thing, eh?
Yeah.
But hey, it's like the goat question.
The goat question.
Sometimes you got to make tough choices.
What was the goat question again?
Would you fuck a goat?
Right. Yes.
Or
would you?
I guess there was an
would
or
you-
too.
I get that.
Would you? Well, no. It was. Would you have sex with a goat and no one knows about it?
Yeah.
Or not have sex with a goat?
Have everyone think you did?
Everyone thinks you did.
This was
Yeah,
a
I
hot
think
topic
we
of
were
the
split
summer
on
too.
that one too. I believe I said
Yeah,
that
we were split. Yeah.
I would not fuck the goat and have everyone think I would.
Right.
And Kurt
Yeah.
did the opposite. You know,
I
pretty.
said I would fuck it.
What did you think about that one, John?
I'm with you. I don't think I've ever had a more, I guess, strong opinion on a would you rather. I'm not having sex with that goat.
Yeah.
I
straight.
don't care if everyone thinks I did. At the end of the day, you got to live with yourself.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm still right about that one for sure.
Oh, absolutely not.
I laid it all out in the goat episode, so if everyone wants to check out that episode, go back to it. But
Yeah,
Don't need
that
to go back.
was a great episode. But no, I'm not doing anything to that goat. I'm leaving that goat alone.
Good man, John. You're a good man.
Yeah.
Goats are
well, John,
friends.
we're almost out of time here.
Okay.
We've got our producer here in the background kind of giving me the whole hand knife to the throat thing, saying cut it
Right,
out.
yes.
So,
Okay.
Randy, do you have any parting words? Do you have any questions?
Hey man, no, just want to say thanks again for coming on the show. We're big fans.
fans.
Love to have you on. Give us a shout when you're back in Canada here, and we'll tee up.
Well, I'll send you boys a postcard from where Amsterdam. That's where I am.
Great stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks,
Yeah.
John. Everyone, that's Jon Favreau. Thanks for stopping by the patio tonight or this morning. That was awesome. Blast.